Welcome to Trump Breaking News Network, your daily source for up-to-date news on the political scene of Donald Trump, his presidency, American politics and conspiracies. Please subscribe to receive notice of our daily updates. Also share with your friends and your social media. We encourage you to like our videos and give your comments.
This is TBNN.
While everyone is freaking out over Trump DACA promise, he just did the most Trump thing ever. It's become fashionable among journalists and various politicos to discuss whether Democrats should attempt to remove President Donald Trump from office via the 25th Amendment, supposedly because he has become too mentally incapacitated to fulfill his duties. After his televised meeting with top House and Senate leaders from both parties, the liberal fantasy that they can simply nullify the results from the last presidential election, bolstered by the discredited accounts from Michael Wolff's book Fire and Fury that made the president appear psychologically unstable, should no longer be entertained by the media any more than it already was. No individual who is mentally unstable or dangerously unfit could have possibly ran an hour-long negotiation and discussion over complex policy solutions as the president did Tuesday. Throughout the meeting, Trump not only seemed engaged and alert, but also served as a leader managing both parties' desires. Even an article in USA Today, whose editors wrote an editorial late last year titled "Will Trump Slows Ever Hit Rock Bottom?" called the meeting extraordinary. Senator Lindsey Graham called the negotiations the most fascinating meeting I've been involved with in 20-plus years in politics. The president's performance Tuesday afternoon raised further questions about how a Yale psychiatrist deemed it appropriate to deliver a warning to a group of Democratic lawmakers that they should consider removing Trump from office. Nor does the president's clear sanity and mental fitness, regardless of whether or not one agrees with him on policy issues, jive with Wolff's assertion that the 25th Amendment is a subject of regular conversation within the White House. In an interview on Meet the Press, Wolff told Chuck Todd that the 25th Amendment, which allows the vice president to take power in cases where the president dies or becomes incapacitated, is alive every day in the West Wing. On top of being grossly inappropriate, any effort by Democrats or anti-Trump Republicans to invoke the 25th Amendment going forward will have to reconcile with the fact that millions of Americans have now seen Trump publicly performing the duties of the office more than competently. Of course, there are those who won't ever be happy. A Vox article ran last weekend arguing that Trump needed a psychological evaluation by force if necessary. Trump defended his mental state in a series of tweets earlier this week. The idea of essentially kidnapping a president because some tweets made a liberal writer uncomfortable was comically ridiculous before, but after today's public meeting, it just seems like a pathetic attempt to kick a Republican out of office.
This has been the Trump Breaking News Network. Please subscribe and share to stay up to date on the latest news about our president. Be informed.